Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sierra. As you can tell by the video's title, I'm doing a what's on my iPhone for this week's video. I had a couple people request this video a couple weeks ago when I did my iPhone 11 first impressions, and I was kind of holding it off because I still needed to keep going through my phone and stuff. I still have a lot of stuff on here, but we're gonna do the best we can. Also, I'm filming this video kind of late at night, so sorry for the crazy background, and the lighting might be a little weird because I'm literally filming it in my basement in my mom's craft area because I had no good light upstairs and there was too many people walking around. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm gonna put my phone, the screen recording right here so you can like kind of see what I'm seeing. As you can see, my background is just me and Jonathan, and as you can see, I'm filming this very late at night. It's literally 10 o'clock, almost 10:30. So this is just a picture that we took before our little date night on our 1.5 years, and I don't know, I just look so cute in it, I think. And yeah, so that's my home screen. And then on my first page or whatever, I'll just go over by row. So the first thing I have is obviously my mail. That's not really the email that I use that much. It's just the one that all like my junk stuff goes to that I don't really do anything with. And then obviously my calendar. I don't really use this as much either, to be honest. I have a calendar in my room that I use. But like when I have trips and stuff, I'll put that in there just so I know, like if I need to ask off work, it's in my phone. Then I have my contacts. Obviously I have a lot. Don't really go to that. I just usually type in their name if I need them. Then my photos, as you can see, I have a lot of photos. 5,326. I went through them. I had like 7,000, so that's actually a lot of pictures, a lot less pictures than what I had before. And then on the next row, I have my camera. As you can see, I have a little makeshift tripod going on right now because mine wasn't tall enough. And then my clock with my alarms that I set, everything like that. I always go through at the beginning of each week and put my alarms for work or whatever. Then my phone, I don't really talk on the phone that much. And then FaceTime, I also don't really FaceTime that much either. So the next thing I have is my health app. I don't really use this to like actually keep track of it. I usually just do it when I work like long shifts to see how much I've actually walked. As you can see today, I have not done a whole lot at all. Then I have my wallet with has my Apple Cash and everything like that on it. So my calculator, and then my notes. I keep like vlog ideas, my school ID, all that good stuff on here. And that's kind of all the stuff that just already comes on the phone that I didn't delete. So then the next line is where I get into my organization and stuff. So as you can see, the first one, it's my bills. So I have both of my bank apps on here, plus my Verizon, which is what I use for my phone bill. Then my AT&T, which is what I use for the TV. And then Credit Karma. I really just use that to check my credit score or to kind of get an idea. I know it's not always completely accurate. But I use that for my credit score and also to see how much student loans I still owe, which is a lot. Then the next little category I have is for stuff that I use for my vlog. So Fonto, I use this sometimes for thumbnails and to put like words over the screen that you might notice. The next thing I have is iMovie, so I use this to edit. I don't really use it on my phone to edit that much, but I have it just in case I need to. And then I have Superimpose. This is like my favorite app. So on Fonto, I'll make the things that I need, and then Superimpose is what I use to make it a transparent background. So it did cost a little bit of money, but for the purpose of putting like text over my photos or over my thumbnails or videos or whatever the case may be, this is a great app. So I use it quite often actually. And then the last thing in my vlog category is YouTube Studio, which is very helpful whenever you're trying to respond to comments, see how many subscribers you have, how well your video is doing, all that kind of stuff. And then I can reply to comments straight from here as they come in. Since I'm still a very small channel, it's pretty easy to do that. The next thing I have is just the App Store, just standard App Store that comes on every iPhone. And then Safari, I don't use Safari that much, but I just keep it on there because sometimes I'll click on links and it will open in Safari, and it's just easier to keep it than always have to click, you know, which browser I want to use. The next category I have is gas. So these are all of my rewards for my gas. The first one I have is Gas Buddy. This one's really helpful, especially when I'm traveling, because you can click on it and it will show you the prices of gas near you. You can go on there and you can earn points and savings and all. See, so right now I have $2.20 gas back, so I can either use it at the gas pump or I can have them like send it to me, but usually I wait until I have more. So they offer little deals and stuff for every time you get gas if you use it. The next app I have is the Fuel Rewards app. This is for Shell gas stations, I believe. I don't really go on it that much. I just type in my number at the pump, but that's what this one is. Right now I've earned 5 cents per gallon, so every time I enter my phone number I get like points or whatever, and then every time I use it I can also get money off, so that's nice to have. The next thing I have is Get Ups. I don't use it that much, but you can go on here and earn cash back at certain gas stations when you enter your receipt. The next one is ExxonMobil. That's kind of the same as the Fuel Rewards, except this one's for Exxon. Again, I just typically type in my phone number. This one, it doesn't earn me points as fast or earn me money off as fast, so I don't use it quite that much, but it's still useful to have whenever especially since I've been traveling so much lately. So I definitely recommend getting Fuel Rewards and ExxonMobil because you can save money on gas like me. And then the last one in the gas category is Murphy Drive. So this is for Walmart gas stations, Murphy Express gas stations. This I never get any money off, so it's kind of annoying. The next one is my photos, I guess, category. The first one I have on here is image editor. So this one is what I use to like whiten teeth, or I used to do my blemishes on there. I don't really use that as much. It always pops up an ad, I'm sorry. But I just use this for whitening my teeth or small things like that. Next is Lightroom. This is what I use now to edit all of my thumbnails and all my Instagram pictures. I actually got a couple presets, so that's what I use. As you can see, it's just my favorite thing to edit with these days, so that's what I've been using. Next is PhotoGrid. So that's pretty much what it says. I can make like a collage or whatever. I don't really do that much anymore as I did like a while back, but if I want to use it for a thumbnail or something like that, I can always use this app to put more than one picture on it. Next I have Snapfish. So this is a website that I can order picture prints off of, and other things like that. So you can order canvases, prints, mugs, all kinds of good stuff. I typically just use it for the prints though. But with that being said, I also have free prints, which gives me so many free 4x6s a month. So I honestly use that one much more than Snapfish. But if I run out of my free prints, then I can always go to Snapfish to order prints. The last thing I have in my photos category is Canva Stories. So I just recently downloaded this actually, and I only use it to make the picture that goes on my highlights on Instagram. As you can see, I was making one for my nails. But that's really all I've used it for so far, just because like I said, I literally just downloaded it like last week. So I'm excited to kind of use that and see what kind of other stuff I can use it for. Maybe I can make my thumbnails on my phone, which would honestly probably be easier than on my computer, but we will see. Next is podcasts. I don't really listen to podcasts that much anymore, but when I did, I always listened to Coffee Convos with Lindsay Chrisley and Kale Lowry from Teen Mom. That was really the only one I ever listened to, and now I'm just busy all the time, so I don't really have time, but it's there just in case I get back into it. The next thing I have is Outlook, which is my school email, what my school email is attached to. That is pretty much the only email that I use, and I'm not going to click on it because it has all my personal stuff on there, but you get the hint. And then the last one on this page is my shopping category. So I have Shein, obviously that's where I buy like all my bathing suits, and then I have Walmart. I pretty much just use that to check prices or to refill my prescription at the pharmacy, because I can just do it easily on my phone. Next I have the Food Lion app. I work at Food Lion, so I use this for shop and earn. So once I spend so much money, they give me money off. So that's really nice. And then I also can download coupons on this app. So I'm not going to click through all these apps just because they're going to take too long to open, but I'll just tell you what they are because you don't need to see the website for all of them. The next one I will click on though is Rakuten. So this one I use especially on my computer when I online shop, but I have it on my phone for if I online shop too. You can literally just go in, search a store, for example American Eagle, hit search, and when you click on it, it will take you to their website, and you can earn 2% cash back on your purchase, which some people will be like, oh, 2% is not a lot, and it's not, but if you're online shopping a lot and you continually are getting money back, it really does add up. The next one I have on here is Ibotta. I really like this one. You basically just download coupons, and whenever you scan your receipt, it will give you the money back. So I've earned $35.80 and since I've had it, and you can always withdraw it and they'll send you a check in the mail, or you can direct deposit it to your bank. So that's really nice, because y'all know I love to save money. Next is Etsy. Obviously all of the crafty things that I could never make myself, or my mom doesn't have time to make. I just go on Etsy and, you know, buy whatever I need. And then the next one is obviously Amazon. I use that, the app, like my life depends on it. I literally spent $100 yesterday on Amazon. So that's my current situation. Then the last one in this category is Poshmark. I tried to sell clothes on there, but I don't know, I sold a couple, but not nearly as much as I would like. So if you want to go on there and check out what I have for sale, go for it. Give me your money. And then along the bottom I have my music. So as you can see, I have a lot of music. I think I have like 1,400 songs. And then my settings, and then I have my social media category. My Pinterest, I obviously go on there for literally anything. As you can see, I've been searching nails a lot. I get recipes on there, outfit ideas, all kinds of stuff. And then Twitter, I don't use Twitter all that much. Personally, I just go on there and look and see what other people are doing. But yeah. And then my Instagram, I use Instagram all the time to keep up with other people. Go give me a follow if you want. And then I have Visco. I don't really use that very much anymore at all. I probably haven't been on that in weeks. I just don't delete it in case I want to use it to edit pictures. And then I have Facebook, which is how I keep up with all my family and friends. I basically post my entire life on Facebook because that's where all of my older family members are at, and that's how they keep up with me. And then I have Snapchat. I only Snapchat like maybe 3 people, and that's it. I don't use Snapchat for anything else. And then Facebook Messenger, just in case people need to message me on Facebook for whatever reason. Then I have my text messages, which I'm not going to open because it's none of your business. On the next screen I have YouTube. Obviously I watch YouTube videos all day, every day just about. So it's nice to have it on my phone if I'm like too lazy to get my computer out or whatever. Then I have Google. So I like to use Google better than I like using Safari, just because I like the format better and it seems to be faster and stuff. So I use that. And then I have Google Sheets. I don't really use that much, but right now I have a wedding planner like thing laid out so that when that time comes I can have everything right here in a spreadsheet because it makes me feel organized. The last thing is iTunes Store, just the standard that comes on the iPhone. My next little category is travel. So I have Airbnb. I will leave my link down below. You can use it and get $35 off your first Airbnb stay. That is eligible. So definitely use that. I love Airbnb. Especially since we've been traveling so much, it's always the cheaper option and they're always a little more homey. So I really do love Airbnb. If you've never done it, you should definitely try it out. Next I have Fly Delta, which I don't really fly that much. We typically drive, but I have it on here just in case, so I can have my boarding pass or whatever just on my phone. Then I have Hotels.com. I've only used it once. I used it to book my 21st birthday trip. And then Uber, which I don't really use that much anymore, but I used it when I was at school a lot, just in case I'm somewhere like out of town and I don't want to drive or whatever. I have that. Then I have my maps, which is what I always use. Mine has been messing up a lot lately, but that's what I use. And then I have Find My Friends. I have all my friends from school on here, plus Jonathan and my best friend Malia. So everyone at school I have, just because we lived in Columbia, and just in case one of us were to like get away from the group, we would always know where each other was. I've had Malia's location since we were in high school, just because it's kind of the same reason if something were to ever happen we could see where each other was. And then Me and Jonathan are not crazy boyfriend girlfriend. I promise. It was mainly for when I was at school and we were driving back and forth to see each other, and so that way we could tell like that the other person got home safe or whatever the case may be. The next one I have is weather. So this is usually not right, but it comes on the phone, so I just keep it. The next category that I have is food. So this again is a lot of apps that I downloaded just for the reward purposes. So I have DoorDash and Grubhub, which I only really use at school. They don't really offer it that much where I live just because it's like a little small town and everything is so spread out. The next one I actually do use is the Chick-fil-A app, obviously, because I love Chick-fil-A and I love getting free food from Chick-fil-A. So yeah. The next one is Subway. I just use that to order ahead, like especially if I'm at work and we're ordering for a lot of people. It's just easier that way. And then Papa John's, same thing, ordering pizza, because I like ordering pizza online on the app better, just because I can tell how much it's gonna be instead of being surprised when it costs me $30 for one pizza. The Starbucks app I really don't use that much anymore. I pretty much only used it when I had gift cards that were attached to it and they could just scan the app instead of me having to bring a card. Domino's, the same thing as Papa John's. I use it to order pizza and see how much it's going to be. That's usually where I go to get the deals. HelloFresh, love HelloFresh. I haven't ordered it in a while just because we've been very busy and unable to take the time to do it, but I do love a good HelloFresh meal. So definitely try it out if you haven't. They typically have like so much money off your first order, so definitely do that because that's how I got started on it. Then I have Moe's, which is just another rewards app. Every time I go, I enter the receipt and then I earn points so I can get money off the next time. Next is my LinkedIn profile. I don't really use this very much just because I don't really know how it works, but I go on here to look at, you know, jobs, how to write a resume, all that good stuff. But like I said before, I don't really know how to use it effectively, so I don't use it a whole lot. And then last is Rover. I used this when I was at school. It's for dog boarding, dog walking, and dog sitting. So you can either do those things for someone else or you can like pay someone to do them for you. So whenever I went out of town, I think Labor Day or something last year, I had someone through Rover. I booked her to watch my dog. So I also am signed up to do it for other people, but where I'm from, people don't really use that. So I've never actually done it. And then on the last page, this is all the stuff I don't really use that much, which is why it's on the last page. The first one is just concert stuff. So Ticketmaster, use this to look at tickets, even though I typically don't use Ticketmaster to buy them because they're usually more expensive. And then StubHub, which is kind of my go-to because like I mentioned before, on Rakuten you can go on StubHub and earn money back. So if I'm spending hundreds of dollars in concert tickets and I'm getting money back, then that is good for me. And yeah, so I typically use StubHub because the fees are usually less and the tickets are usually cheaper to begin with. And then last is Live Nation. I really don't use this to buy tickets ever. I kind of just use it to compare prices and stuff. So yeah. Next is Cash App. I don't ever use Cash App. I just downloaded it in case I ever needed it. And then Venmo. I use Venmo all the time. If you're feeling generous, want to send your girl some money, go ahead, because your girl is struggling. I know I have $190 in there, but I'm about to spend it on this hotel, so send me your money. Then I have PayPal. I just used this with my mom when I was at school so that she could send me money because she doesn't have Venmo. So that's really the only thing I use PayPal for. And then the next little category is games. I don't really ever play these, but I keep them on there just in case like I'm on a trip and I get bored. So I have Candy Crush Jelly and Candy Crush Soda. Again, I don't really play these just because I don't have time. But yeah, and then I have this game, Balls, which it's so stupid, but it's so much fun. You literally just like do this and try to get the boxes to go away before they get to the bottom. It's really stupid, but it's so much fun. And then Heyday, what I've told you guys about several times. This was my favorite game for a hot minute, but I haven't really had time to play it lately, so I haven't been doing that as much. Then I have Shazam, which is obviously you just use it to find music. I have mine to where it saves it automatically to my phone, so yeah. And then Bitmoji, which is what everyone's little thing on Snapchat is. I only have this app on here so I can have them on my Snapchat. Voice memos, that automatically comes on here, and I just kept it in case I needed it for interviews for my guardian ad litem stuff, or I used to use it in class sometimes to record lectures. So yeah. Then I have Pandora. I typically only listen to Pandora on my TV, like when I'm cleaning my room, but you know, I have it on my phone just in case. And then last but not least, I have Netflix. I don't really watch Netflix on my phone just because it's so small and I can't see very well. So yeah, but just in case I wanted it, or if I'm at my house and I want to know what episode we were on, or if I'm at someone else's house and I want to know what episode I'm on, I can just go on my phone and look and start there. And then last, my like home screen, I guess, is me and Jonathan at the beach. So yeah, I have a lot of useless things on here, but I'm like not wanting to delete them at all, so that's why I have so much stuff. I'm sorry if that was really rambly and fast and maybe not that interesting, but I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of September, and I can only do that if you hit the subscribe button down below, so do it. And I'll see you guys next week.